today I will speak about classroom management and its effective strategies. Okay, firstly, I would like to speak about some special features of classroom management. While we are managing classroom, we try to teach everything to our students, and we should know that only strong knowledge can't improve our students' knowledge or their personality. That's why we need to pay attention some classroom management matters. Okay, these impacts are on the learning of the students and well-being of the classroom atmosphere. That's why we need to pay attention the successful education. For successful education, we need not only strong knowledge or extra information or other things, but also we need some other features like a classroom atmosphere, well-being of our students, their sense of security, and etc. That's why while we pay attention to such kind of things, we'll enhance the learning of our students, such as while minimizing disruptions in the classroom, the learning atmosphere will be improved. That's why our students will learn better than other students. And when our students feel that they are in a secure atmosphere, and if they can soak the atmosphere of the classroom, they will improve. They foster their sense of security, safety, and others. And in this classroom, if we pay attention to classroom management, our students will make us to feel better. If we see that our students feel insecure and they try to learn everything, it makes us better. That's why we need to pay attention some kind of rules or other collaborations in the classroom. We try to setting up the stages of classroom management. First one is define rules collaboratively. What does it mean, rules, and we try to collaborate with our students? If we have a classroom, it means that we should have some rules, and everybody must respect these rules, teacher and students. That's why we try to decide our rules with our students. That's why we need to discuss these rules with our students, and they should give their attention to these rules, and they will give their comments or other things. That's why if we collaborate with our students, it means that it will be better for all of us. Then implement predictable routines. If the students are in uncertainty, it means that they will misbehave, or they can misunderstand the routines or other things. For instance, if we say that on Monday we will have reading lessons, we'll do such kind of exercises. But next Monday we say, no, we will have speaking. Maybe sometimes they confuse about it. But when we say that every Monday we will do reading, on maybe we can say every Wednesday we will do speaking exercises or speaking activities, they will know that beforehand. They will know that which lesson will be held on the classroom. That's why it is very good for our students. Visualize expectations. It means that we spoke about it, setting up our rules, and if we have some rules and we can make some cards, or we may have some boards on our classroom, and they will help us to memorize the rules of classroom. That's why we may write on the board, or we may have some cards, or even we can use stickers for our students, because they like even in a secondary school, children try to feel everything better than a normal life. For instance, if they have colorful stickers and they have rules on it, they will pay attention here and they will memorize it. Building positive relationship, while making some relationship with our students, it means that we need to pay attention everything. For instance, as you see from the picture, we can say that it has been the trends recently. Every teachers try to use such kind of trends for making their students relax. That's why we need to use such kind of things, and they will feel care on them. That's why we should now most think about our students, about their names, their interests. If we know their interests, we can touch their life better than other teachers. And even I can say that everybody says that our teachers, as English teachers, know everything better than other subject teachers. That's why English teachers may touch more than may touch their students' life more than other teachers. That's why we need to acknowledge some efforts and celebrate their success and others. And active listening, we can speak about active listening. While our students speak, some teachers don't pay attention to them. They maybe write something on papers or other things, but students need attention. It doesn't matter in what age they are. Okay, that's why we need to pay. They need attention. That's why while they are speaking, we should pay attention and we should feel them that they are valuable and we are listening to them. That's why it is very good point of classroom management. And we need encourage our peer support, such as when we are in a teacher's room, we can discuss something with our other teachers, and sometimes we need help of our parents. For instance, if they have some problem, if our student have some problem, and if we can't solve or we can't tackle this problem, we should ask our parents. It will help us to have a good relationship with our students. Okay, and proactive strategies. And if you are a good teacher and you have a good classroom management, it doesn't mean that you are the good or the best teacher ever. And we can speak about the proactive strategies and reactive strategies. For instance, if we solve some problem in the classroom, it may be a reactive strategies, because when we do some solutions or something to tackle the problem, it means that it is a reactive problem. Reactive strategies. But while we say that proactive strategies, it means that we try to prevent some disruptions. Okay, that's why we need to create some atmosphere or some condition in our classroom, and it will be better than reactive strategies. For instance, we can engage lessons, and if we have interactive lessons, and all our students' attention will be on the lesson, not doing something with their classmates or others. And we need optimized physical space. As we have seen from the picture, they need such a kind of classroom that they will in which they feel better, they feel relaxed and secure. That's why sometimes teachers circulate in the classroom, or they try to monitor everything on the class. For instance, if we say that no, I have no eye contact with my all students, it means that we are not good teachers. While our students speaking, we are doing something on our papers or on our journals. It means that they have no eye contact and they will not feel insecure. That's why we need firstly eye contact with our students. Okay. And then responsive technique addressing misbehavior fairly and effectively. Maybe we are a good teacher and we have good classroom management strategies and other things, but sometimes we can have extra problems. We can say that all the students are the same and they will do their utmost for everything, and sometimes they may misbehave. Okay, that's why we need to solve this problem at once. For instance, if they do some bad actions or they misbehave, we should make them feel this action. We may stand near them, or we may touch their shoulder, or we may have some eye contacts expressing our ideas, in which station they will show that we are in a bad station or other things. But if they continue or they repeat their misbehavior, they need consequences. But consequences doesn't mean that we need to punish them. We always prevent us from verbal cues or some maybe corporal corporal punishment. We try to prevent all of them. That's why we may use some extra things. For instance, we may have some private conversations, not addressing them in the class to them that you are wrong or you did wrong things or other things. We need private conversations. Okay, private conversations, and you see that it doesn't work, then you will address their parents. That's why we need collaboration with our parents. Then adapting to diverse students' needs. We think that we are a teacher and we have not extra powers or other things. We should know everything, but sometimes we have some confused station. Because we try to do everything and we try to approach our students individually, but sometimes our students may be different. That's why they need diverse care. Even sometimes we can say our students need much more care, but some students doesn't need any extra care. That's why we need to pay attention to our students individually. And power of communication and collaborating with parents and colleagues, as we mentioned beforehand. If we need successful classroom, we should connect with our parents, not only in bad conditions or in problems. I can say that we try to connect with our parents even every month we need to ask something to them, or maybe our parents need help and they try to tackle the problem with the help of the teachers. That's why they need something. Sustaining success, reflection, adaptation, and continuous improvement. And we try to adjust or adapt some new classroom management strategies. That's why we can't say that, yeah, I have a good classroom management, I don't need extra things, but day by day everything, technologies improves, and we should foster our strategies. That's why we try to update all our classroom management strategies. That's why we need to firstly analyze everything, strategies or new kind of lesson plans, and then we'll choose one of them for our classroom, and we try to adapt to our classroom and our strategies. That's why we should be flexible. Especially, I would say that English teachers should be flexible and adaptive to everything. And we can speak about the takeaways and blueprint for well-managed classroom. Okay, and firstly, relationships first. We need strong relationship with our students. That's why we need some strategies and other things. I would say that not only strategies works in the classroom, but the teacher's heart works in the class for their relation, for their safety, for their relaxation. Teacher's heart, I would say so. Not only I have strict rules, I have classroom management, but I have no heart. It means that I am not a good teacher, because good teachers are born. Okay, that's why we need to pay attention first thing. Then clear expectation. While speaking about it, I would say that rules must be obeyed. And we try to express everything to our students, and we try to explain to them. That's why we need to be clear in every condition to our students. Then proactive and not reactive. Teachers should be proactive, not reactive. And beforehand, we try to prevent all disruptions or other kind of problems. Then adapt and reflect. We try to use new technologies, new strategies, but we should pay attention everything while adapting new strategies, new plans, and try to reflect everything. And for being a good teacher, try to be every-sided and try to be in contact with your students, and always try to solve their problems and try to direct them. And nowadays, I would say that our teachers should be the director, not always say or command everything to our students. We should direct our students to do something. And thank you for your attention. Thanks.